Hi, and it's nearly 3 years since I started my PhD. And today I will be sharing with you how I've been feeling over the last 3 years and some sort of the emotions, the things that happen during a PhD. Well, at first, it comes with mix of experience and mixed feelings. And typically, there are three key points that I want to talk about in this video. One is deep immersion and expertise. That's one of the key feelings you have when you are doing the right thing and you are nearly moving into your third year mid PhD. Well, there's this feeling of in depth knowledge, and this should be the same for everyone on a PhD. As you advance, you develop a deep understanding of your research area, and you are becoming gradually an expert in your specific nature. And this immersion can be incredibly satisfying. And as you can see your progress, you will begin to feel strengthened by what you're doing. So the more you progress, the more confident you become, and your competence, of course, will be very, very obvious to even your supervisor. And over the years to building up to into the second year to third year, you become more specialized, you begin to have some specialized skills, and whether in research methodology, data analysis, technical skills, interpretive skills, and all of those things, these things comes together and they become strength for you because you've learned how not to do things and how to do things. And whether in a research methodology or for data analysis or technical proficiencies, even the conceptual knowledge and theoretical knowledge within your area of expertise, these sort of specialized skills begin to play in, and you have the confidence talking about your research, even making some very logical arguments and presentation with before your panel or your chair, I don't know, or whatever your supervisory team. And but then let me introduce myself to you. My name is Ola, and I'm a researcher, a lecturer, a coach, and I also do a lot of educational based businesses. Well, you're welcome to this YouTube channel, and I want to encourage you to please kindly subscribe. I do things around education, I do things around lifestyle as it pertains to me being a PhD student and doing some other things to keep life going. Otherwise, I'll feel overwhelmed. So, this is a way of distraction myself from the actual serious work. So, let's get on to my second point. The second point is challenges and persistence. As a PhD student, you're moving into your third year, you need to be persistent in the times of challenges, because of course you have to learn how to weather this storm, and they often call this mid PhD blues. So many PhD students experience a period of frustration or doubt around the 3 year mark, often referred to as the mid PhD blues. So this can stem from pressure from producing significant results, dealing with setback, or feeling the weight of maintaining of maintaining the workflow, or even the weight of the remaining work, depending on how it is for different persons. So this is a common feeling, and it's just normal. But the most important thing, you need to be strategic. And I really didn't feel this because I was quite very strategic in my procedures, everything I did, all of them. I got all of them all planned out, and I did that accordingly. Sometimes I'm behind the calendar, and sometimes I run forward, and sometimes I solve some problem in advance right before I even get into that time frame. So you should have a big table for your 3 year program period, and then specify the things you the time the things you want to achieve for each month. And this particular strategy will help you walk through those challenging period. And the next thing that you need to take note of here is that I mentioned challenges and persistence. You need it in order for you to overcome challenges, and you need to be resilient. Resilience, you need to be, the spirit of resilience is very important, and you need to be adaptable. Whenever you're facing challenges, you need to be flexible enough to be ready to adapt to the demand of the situation. So overcoming challenges and setbacks requires resilience. By this stage, that is in 3 years of study, you should have developed strategies to manage stress state, to stay motivated, and to adapt your research approach as needed. If things are changing, you should be able to change and adapt to it, but not losing the scope of the bigger agenda. Well, moving on to the third point, which is to focus on completing the thesis and then start planning for the future. Third year into PhD, you should intensify efforts on the dissertation. Of course, the pressure to complete the dissertation will be on its way all around you to become more pronounced, whether from your supervisors, from friends, or from colleagues. You see people also doing well and you really want to match up, but don't be under too much pressure. You need to just intensify efforts. Focus on the process while you looking at the goal. If you look at the goal, you might be discouraged if you don't have a process in place. So you need to be very strategic in that regard. So your research is likely like in more advanced stage in your third year, and you are focusing on finalizing your experiments if you are a science student, and writing or putting together your data, making sense out of it, and even preparing for defense, which is like the stage where I'm approaching now. And then another important thing to do at this stage is to start thinking about what next, what happen next, what will be your next action, your career considerations. Start thinking about your postdoctoral, what will happen if you're exploring positions in the university, academic position, industry roles, or other career paths. You need to start networking, publishing, and building professional profile to support your future career. This is basically what I'm doing at the moment. Apart from the fact I'm preparing my work totally finally for defense and all, and I am just networking, I am publishing, and I'm also building professional profile. If you visit my website, olaarowolo.com, that's my website. You see basically the things I'm doing there, and you can have a picture of where I've come from and where I'm going. And yeah, so that's it about the stage where I am and the kind of feelings that you begin to feel. So these experiences reflects a blend of personal growth, academic achievement, and the continuous navigation of challenges and future aspirations typically is typical of being a third year student. So be aware of that and sort of don't feel overwhelmed. So guys, once again, I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and engage. Help me grow this channel. Let's preach this good news of research and lifestyle to people. So guys, I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you.